Hello everyone, today I will introduce you to Chapter 4, Display Control. Display control does not refer to a specific control, but a general term for a series of controls with similar application scenarios, such as variable icon control, data variable control, and artistic variable control. Open the latest software. There are two categories of controls. One is display controls and the other is touch controls. We can see that there are many controls on the display control. In this chapter, I will take the artistic variable control as an example to explain it to you in detail. You can also learn from the application development guide. In Chapter 7, the chapter of display variable configuration function contains instructions for using each display control. Artistic variable control is actually similar to data variable control, both of which are used to display numerical values, such as integers, floating point numbers, etc. But the difference is that the artistic variable control uses digital icons to display values, while the data variable control uses the numerical characters in the font library to display the numerical value. In this chapter, we only require a total of 12 number icons. Icons can be made with Photoshop tools. Please note that all digital icons are the same size. The corresponding number icons are as shown. When we need to display a specific value, artistic variable control will use these digital icons to combine the values we want. The creation method of artistic variable control is as shown. Next, let's take a look at the properties of the artistic variable control. I will explain each property to you. First, we create a folder on the desktop. Name it Code. Then create the C51 and GUI folders. Open the software again. Create a new project. Select the resolution and file path. Create a template folder under the GUI folder. Now we need to add an interface. Here I also used the DWIN tool to make the background image. Select the correct size. Then click Save. Save it to the created template folder. Name it Dero. Select JPEG format. And click Save. Open the project and add a picture. Select Artistic Variable Control. Next, set the relevant parameters. Here is to set the coordinates of the control. You can modify the coordinate points by yourself. Here is a lock key. When you select it, this area cannot be moved. I also introduced all the properties to you in the Word document. The description pointer is abbreviated to as SP. In general, we keep the default value of 4F. But when we need to dynamically modify other properties of this control in the C51 code, the value of the SP must be set. The corresponding modification of the address area can realize the corresponding modification of some attributes. When we do not need to dynamically modify the attribute, we can keep the default value of 4F unchanged. In this chapter, we need to modify the SP. We can find the storage format of the artistic variable control from the development guide. For C51 development, we only need to refer to the content in the red box. Back to the project. The variable address is abbreviated as VP. The icon file is the digital icon that we will call later. The star icon is the number icon position called in the artistic variable control. The display mode is to see if the background color of the icon file needs to be displayed. If the background color and the background image color are similar, you can choose to display the background. If the color difference is relatively large, you can choose transparency. However, it is recommended that you choose to be transparent. For filter set, the filter strength value is 0 to 63. The larger the value, the greater the filter strength. The variable type is to determine what kind of data the artistic variable control is to display, which is the data format is integer, non-integer, and so on. Integer digits and decimal digits, these two are also called resolution attributes. When displaying a value, the maximum number of integer digits should be set. The decimal digits refers to how many decimals are retained. The background display mode will only take effect after we set a display mode of background display. At this point, the description of the properties of this control is completed. Next comes to the routine design. I will introduce this function to you. We create an artistic variable control on the zero-step interface, and then we dynamically modify the properties of this control through the C51 code. Now we start the GUI design. First, generate the icon SCL file. Click DWIN SCL generator. Select background image. Click Generate SCL. Save it in the DWIN set folder. Name it 32 and click Save. Then generate the icon SCL file. Select the digital icon. Click Generate SCL. Also save it in the DWIN set folder. Name it 23 and click Save. Next, set the properties. Set the SP to 1004, the VP to 1000, the icon file to 23, the display mode to transparent. And then the background filter strength to choose 63. And the variable type to choose float, because it can not only display the integer but also can display the float number. The integer digits are reserved for 4 digits. The decimal digits are reserved for 2 digits. And the alignment method is left aligned. And then click Save and Generate. Then put the DWIN set folder to the SD card. Then download it to the screen. Here is the effect of GUI design. Next, let's write the CFI1 code. We can open the template created in the first chapter. Here I have written the code in advance. You can use it directly. We click Compile. And we can see there are no errors and warnings. Click Save. Then download it to the screen through Download for A051. And now you can see that the value is changing by itself. Today's explanation of Chapter 4 is end. Thank you for watching.